Welcome to Drew TV. Today's segment is outside of Las Vegas, but home, away from home. And I'm joined by one of the best artists in this region, and arguably the greatest artist in Uganda today. His Excellency, Bobbi Wine. Bobby, what's happening? You're looking good, man. Louis.
These are just brands that I buy from the market.
I see.
Yeah.
Listen, man, you are considered one of the most hardworking people in the industry. Please briefly take us from point A when you started and up to now.
I'm a singer. I was born to JW Centamo and Margaret Larokuma, both deceased. I'm a village boy, and when I came from the village, I became a ghetto child. So I'm a common man, I'm a ghetto child, I'm a singer. What you see is what you get. I'm nothing more, really. I'm just me. Yeah.
Okay. Listen. So you being in the ghetto and never really forgetting where your roots made you the ghetto president. How do you see yourself as this role model, and then the stigma of, you being the ghetto president, or so to speak?
There's always been, of course, stigma when you come from the community or society,
Right.
that they tend to look down on, but that never stopped me from becoming what I wanted to become. And I believe I've been able to show many ghetto youths a living example,
Right.
and to give them more confidence.
Right.
And to me, that's all that matters. Anybody can describe me or judge me the way they think I should be judged, but I have a mission, and I'm watching that mission being accomplished, and that's all that matters to me.
Okay, so no one in the history of ghettos can survive in the ghetto without being a fighter. Having said that, I know you are one of the biggest, if not the biggest, boxing fans around, definitely in Africa. As an artist, what's so fascinating to you about boxing?
Boxing is a nice sport. I love boxing. My father did boxing. My big brothers did boxing. I loved it. Only that I didn't get the chance to take it to higher levels.
Right.
I had more burning desires,
Right.
like the desire to communicate, and I could only do that through music. However, I've loved boxing. I've done some boxing. I've supported boxing. I'm a boxing fan. I love the game. Most of my friends are boxers. Most of my boys in Fibers are boxers. It's a sport that I am fascinated about, just like other people love football. Yeah.
Okay, so back to your career and your music. You've had an illustrious career. Very, very proud. You're one of the few people I look at, and regardless of how many years I've spent in the U.S., I'm proud to be back, and I'm always proud to be called a Ugandan because of people like you. So I thank you for that, because I know it takes a lot to be not only be an artist but to stay on top, which you have done for decades now, right? You have a new song out. Actually, you have several. One of them is really good songs, but actually the most recent is Kampala. One before was
Chugwarero.
Chigwarero is one of my favorite. But then you had Paradiso, a song that you put out shortly after the passing of your father. As a fan, or as someone that follows your music, I had never really seen you take have a Swahili song. Please explain the meaning of that song to you.
Paradiso was the first Swahili song I did. I dedicated it to my father and my mother, who passed away. Expressing my love to them,
Right.
and advising people that still have their parents to treat them with respect, because they're not going to have them forever.
Right.
So the only difference about it is in Swahili, and Swahili is a regional language. So you find that Paradiso has become a big hit song in areas where Bobbi Wine was not a very big hit as a name. Yeah.
And about the passing of your father, I can respectfully say I'm very sorry, because you had all the love from Las Vegas. We were following everything. We couldn't be here, some of us, but you did have our prayers and love for sure.
Yeah, man, the old man was old and he's resting. Yeah.
Now, one of the things about you is that I admire about you is that you take a stand for what you believe in, even if it means standing alone. That's a sign of a true leader. You are known to be the one who takes a stand, even if it means standing alone. Recently had some controversial issues that probably led you to you being grounded a little bit. Can you shed some light to that?
Every time I talk about those sexual perverts, I'm promoting them.
Oh,
I'm not going to talk about them.
Because-
We have other things to talk about.
right.
We have to promote our country. We have better things to talk about. Uganda, for example, we're the most beautiful country on planet Earth.
Absolutely.
We have the most nutritious food. We have the most beautiful women. You understand?
Right.
We have the strongest youth power, because we have a population that is over 70% youth. You understand? So we have the biggest capability on planet Earth. You
So you're not
understand?
going to waste your breath.
I'm not going to waste my breath on somebody else's problem. The West have a problem.
Because you'll be promoting
You
them.
understand? I'll
Right.
be promoting them. I'm a very proud African, and I will only talk about things that promote me as an African and promote my culture and promote my continent. Yeah.
Absolutely. Once again, taking the stand. Now, again, like I mentioned earlier, that's a sign of leadership. Taking stand, even when it means standing alone. During this whole journey, do you see yourself taking office? Leadership role, meaning, I know you have an office here, but I'm talking about politically. You are loved. You are probably, I could honestly say that you're probably one of the most loved artists in Uganda.
I am not a politician, and I'm not planning to be one. I can serve my people the way I am, where I am. Okay?
Right.
I don't want to be a politician. I don't want to be accountable for things. I'd rather do my work as a calling, not as an obligation.
Right. Okay, now